Philadelphia rapper Skrilla. We hearing reports about him being shot. That's been reported. You know, I've been waiting to get a little more information on this, but it looked like he was shot or reportedly shot, and the YouTuber, I guess, Brandon Buckingham. You know, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 99% sure that that's who this is. I guess was skint by a bullet on his neck or something like that. And 2 other people were shot. I guess the tenants of the studio that they was at. You know, Skrilla got to remember, it was a beef going on with Philadelphia and Chicago. They allegedly was Skrilla out here with the bloodhounds. It's a war out here. And next thing you know, they in front of a studio. A motherfucker ride past saying, blah, 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 blah. And blicked that whole place up. And people got shot. You know, it's people in Chicago claiming it's shooting right now. It's gangs and street people that's laughing and joking about this stuff, saying, you know, dude was fanned out. He came out here in Chicago thinking shit was cool and sweet and almost lost his life. That's what's being reported. It's gangs claiming they shot him. This actually happened at a studio, I believe, like on the north side, I believe. And they was ambushed. Shooter came through and blicked that boy up. People outside not even knowing what's going on. That's wild too, you know. We seen YBC Door recently lose his life in an ambush drive-by. So rappers got to be careful coming out here to Chicago doing vlogs, and especially if you ain't out here. You're not from out here, you shouldn't really be doing no vlogs in these cities, and you don't really know what cuts to go through, what blocks. And then hanging with people who involved in gang stuff and street stuff, you'll get linked to that stuff. So it looked like Skrilla was shot, praying for a recovery on him.
A mass shooting on Chicago's northwest side sent 4 people to the hospital. This happened outside of a music recording studio in Old Irving Park.
Our Sade Gray is live at the scene. Sade?
Yeah, Jim and Marie, the shooting happened right outside of Fort Knox Studios. As a matter of fact, I want you to come take a look at this. One of the bullets pierced this door, and that's not the only one. We found a shell casing on the sidewalk, the same sidewalk where 4 men were shot.
So we got a big old crime scene at the rap studio.
A large crime scene outside Fort Knox Studios where violence shattered a normally quiet neighborhood.
It was a lot more police presence than we've ever seen.
Initial calls from police described the attacks as a drive-by shooting.
There's probably 50 to 60 9mm rifle rounds, everything you can think of.
Chicago police tell us the shooting was just before 2:30 this morning. The 4 men, ranging in age from 20 to 25, were walking on the sidewalk near North Knox Avenue when a dark-colored sedan drove by. People in that car started shooting. One of the victims gave specific details about what he saw.
All we have is that this gentleman said that he was shooting a rap video. He's a videographer. He walked out and he heard they shot about 30 to 40 shots. He doesn't know the make of the model, doesn't know any of that. He just said they went the length through the street and were just shooting, and he caught one in the neck.
Those men are now being treated at Illinois Masonic and are expected to recover from their injuries. The owner of the recording studio didn't want to be on camera, but told us the studio closes at 11 every night. But he has long-term tenants who have access to the building 24/7. The tenant and his guest were shot. He says the surveillance video that he can't share shows the suspects in a parked vehicle across the street. The group of men are walking on the sidewalk and the gunman opens fire.
Then we got another story that's going on about Mubu Crump. You know, Mubu Crump cousin Bam Dowop. It looked like he telling what's going on about what Mubu Crump. You know, he tired of holding it in. He telling like stuff on the internet. Basically his side of the story. Not really telling on nobody or anything like that. But he telling like certain things that he don't feel right no more. He don't feel right holding that stuff in no more. He said, you know, one of his close friends, Rocky. I interviewed Rocky. You know, Rocky gonna get mad about me doing this video, but look, this part of the culture, brother, and that man posted that. But he posted that Crump, I guess, beat him up earlier the day before he was killed. Okay? This get deeper. He said that, you know, somebody called Crump over, I guess, to a party. Somebody called and lured Crump over to that party and end up losing his life. And you know, Bam was saying he don't know if dude set him up or if he didn't set him up. You know, so he not pointing fingers at him, but he is speaking as if, you know, Mubu Crump was set up and lured to come around, you know, that neighborhood that he went to when he lost his life, you know, because he was like, you know, in that neighborhood abducting them and stuff like that, and he lost his life over there. And you know, Bam speak as if somebody might have lured him over there, and you know, he don't like that, and he want to know who made the phone call to Crump to get him over there. And I thought that was real strong, you know. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the culture, but you know, it looks like it's more stories are going on there. And you know, Bam spoke as if people got get back for Mubu Crump. You know the story of the whole get right and all kind of stuff. And the more and more we hear about this, the more and more it kind of feels like maybe that story is true about the get right and Melly story, you know, because you know, these guys are opening up. When years pass and people, you know, become older and get past a lot of these feelings they was having, people start telling their truths now, you know. But I wanted to tell y'all that Mubu Crump cousin, Bam Dowop, he's speaking as if a motherfucker set up Crump and did some backdoor dirty shit and everybody know what the fuck happened. And people around this bitch acting like they don't know what happened. You feel me? Bam acting like when it come to Crump, it's people around this bitch doing this. What? Who? Nah, ain't no looking around, ain't no guessing. A motherfucker know what happened. Is what basically is what he insinuated, you know. That's strong, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. I'm gonna keep you updated on all your street news. Keep your donations to yourself. You see the weather out here is changing. It's time for you to go get some hoodies and jackets. You ain't got no time to be sending me no money because I just gave you an update, man. You want to support me, you hit the like button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. But that's wild, man. It's the homie truth.